Hey everybody, so Donald Trump plans to deport millions of undocumented immigrants. He says that immigrants are the problem in our country. The problem with that is that immigrants actually help us. Check this out. Florida passed an anti immigration law, and many undocumented immigrants fled Florida. Do you know what happened to all the crops? The crops were left to rot in fields. Georgia also cracked down on undocumented immigrants, and do you know what happened next? Crackdown on illegal immigrants left crops rotting in Georgia fields. Guess what Alabama did? Alabama made laws against undocumented immigrants fled, and crops were left to rot. Each of these states have tried to create programs to incentivize other people to pick the crops, but guess what? Those programs always fail. They quickly fail because other people don't want to pick crops. They show up late, they don't work hard, and they quit quickly after being hired because it is hard, grueling work. If Trump succeeds in deporting millions of immigrants, crops are going to rot and inflation, or the cost of food, is going to skyrocket because there's not going to be enough supply of crops for the demand for food. Now, I don't know if Trump is actually going to do this because he's been lying to us the whole time. And in fact, Trump hires undocumented immigrants to work at his golf courses and at his hotels. Lies that make us fear undocumented immigrants, calling them criminals. You can Google this, but numerous studies show that undocumented immigration does not increase violent crime. In fact, numerous studies show that immigration is not linked to higher crimes, but rather the opposite. Immigration is associated with lower crime rates and an increase in structural factors such as social connection and economic opportunity that are linked to neighborhood safety. Undocumented immigrants are good for our economy because they keep prices lower than if we didn't have undocumented immigrants. Studies show that undocumented immigrants are far less likely to commit crimes than native-born people. The problem is scapegoating immigrants. Trump wants to scapegoat immigrants so that we're distracted from what the real problem is, which is the greed of rich CEOs who jack up prices so that they can get paid even more money. Trump has been lying to us, and his plans are not going to solve our problems. They're going to make them worse.